into center ice as Brad Marsh looks through at the Red Wing line. Finds Gorans over on the off wing. Drops to Linseman. Overskates the puck. Red Wings got Paul Woods alone at center. He's on a breakaway, ready to tie the game. He's in. Shot. Hit the post. Rebound. And Peters wasn't ready on the trailer by Kirton. And that one was blocked off by the Flyer defense. Woods, you could say him all the way, was going to break free at center ice and hit the pipe past Peters. Flyers just unable to stop this tidal wave of attack by the Red Wings as the fans here roar. They all jam in the corner to the right of Peters.
And Linseman and Woods are wrestling in the corner.
Now look at John D'Amico trying to stop one man, Cochrane.
Well, the thing is, D'Amico has a hold of the Flyers. Bob Luther has a hold of the Flyers. Nobody has a hold of any Detroit Red Wings. And there's going to be a ton of penalties handed off by Ron Wicks. But Woods all alone with that shot and hit the goalpost. But then Brad Marsh, what a play he made in blocking that shot on the rebound off the stick of Mark Kirton.
I'll tell you, Luther had a hold of Linseman, and D'Amico was working on Cochrane. And again, Ron Wicks has signaled people to the dressing room. And is it going to be Cochrane? And he's still joined. He's joined with Mike Blaisdell. With 2:25 remaining in a period that has been a night of horror for Philadelphia. They've been outshot 13-1, outscored 2-0, and now Cochrane goes over and takes a slash foolishly at the Red Wing bench, and he could be gone for the night.
Reed Larson had his stick out there, Gene, as well as Brad Smith. They made the move. Now Linseman and Woods are still shoving at each other.
Now he's telling Cochrane to get off the ice, but he never mentions to the Red Wing. There are two officials trying to get Cochrane to go, and we've yet to have any action on a Red Wing. And Bobby, you've noted that so often in the past.
Wicks is now trying to explain to Brad Marsh.
I guess that's all it is. Cochrane is the only one gone. You know, I'm sure he's going to receive a misconduct and perhaps a game misconduct, but he hasn't left the tunnel area as yet.
We'll have to wait to see what the penalties are. Nobody's even made their way to the penalty box, but now Cochrane's having a few words to say to some fans as well along.
Well, they've got policemen in that tunnelway to the Flyer dressing room to make sure that Cochrane isn't gonged on his way in. They have one at the top, two on the side with some ushers, and I think Glen was saying, I'm not going until those fans are covered. Right now, we have John D'Amico discussing with Ron Wicks and Bob Luther just what they saw that Wicks might not have in order to facilitate fairness in the penalty calls. Now they're all gathered in again in the Flyers' defensive right wing circle. Those players remaining drawing away.
Oh, Woods took a punch at Linseman.
Now, Woods took a punch at Linseman, and Bob Luther was right there to see it, and I think Ron Wicks has caught him. And Linseman was very smart not to retaliate. Let's see if that cost Woods a misconduct or what. Well, he still wants a piece of Linseman, and Linseman now holding his composure is laughing at him. And now Ron Wicks is saying, you stay over there, Linseman. And now he's saying what he's doing, he's sending everybody to the dressing room. I think we're going to play the 2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in this period as part of the third, as Ron Wicks feels he's got an explosive situation here and wants everybody to the dressing room. And he's made that notation twice, and he's doing it again. He's on the far side of the ice, and he's saying to the dressing rooms. And he's done that emphatically on 3 occasions, and there they go. So we might have a situation where, in the discretion of the referee's mind, he has a volatile situation, so we'll play this 2 minutes and 25 seconds after the intermission as part of the third period.
Gene, I think we could safely say that it didn't even look like Detroit was going to get any penalties on that call. Cochrane was the only one that was sent anywhere near to the penalty box or out to finish off the rest of this period in the dressing room. Detroit still had a full complement of players. Nobody even made a move to the penalty box or to the dressing room as well. So
Brad Marsh made a wise move as he's escorting Linseman to the Flyer penalty player tunnelway to make sure that he picks up no penalties. But all right, we're going to have an extended intermission here. And that'll give us an opportunity to tell you that during this intermission, the Chief will be in conversation with Wayne Maxner, the coach of the Red Wings, in a conversation taped at 6 o'clock tonight. Then we'll split, and we'll have a feature voiced by Mike Emmerich called On Any Night. And I'll be on the radio side with scout of the St. Louis Blues, Bob Plager, and then the Chief and I will join radio and television together for an analysis of a wild and woolly second period that has come to a abnormally short conclusion, 17:35 having been played, and the players sent to the dressing room. We'll pick up more penalties as our intermission activities continue after this with the score. The Flyers 3, the Red Wings